Good morning. Good morning. My name is Tony Tone, licensed therapist in the state of Texas and Louisiana. I wanted to share something today about Black men and mental health. Um, and although I think it's very important that we're pushing the conversation forward about, Black men in particular seeking out mental health, but I think it's important that we also have the conversation as to why they don't seek mental health. That's just as important. It gives you full context of some of the reasons why they don't. Right? I think again, it's important that that we're pushing this conversation about mental health, but understanding the full context of that and what that means is important for us to understand as well. And the truth of the matter is, when I talked about Black women the other day, historically, systems haven't always been safe or accessible. There's a lack of access to care. Trust has been broken in our society as it relates to Black men. The language in which we use doesn't always connect when you're talking about mental health. So I really think the conversation is important. Yes, Black men do need to seek out when we can encourage them to seek out mental health, but I think the conversation is bigger as to why they're not seeking out mental health services. So the real groundwork starts with how do we remove barriers? How do we go into our communities, provide workshops, provide psychoeducation workshops about mental health, Black men's health? Um, how do we start to change the conversation? How do me as a therapist show up for Black men, right? Um, how do we kind of foster safety within the community, even with the professionals that we do have, and providing culturally competent um, services to people of color. And I think that is so important. What that looks like, that's the lowest level. That is barbershops, that's salons, that's churches, that's local gyms, community centers, right? These are the places where we have to go to change the language around mental health for Black people. We have to make our presence known in these communities and rebuild trust. That is a huge factor, is rebuilding trust within the community. And at that point, not saying that it's always going to be the case, but once we plant a seed, we're able to watch that seed grow and share the message with other people in our communities. So we really have to be in the community talking about these issues at the lowest level. Okay. I just wanted to jump on real quick and add a little bit more context. I enjoy seeing the conversations about mental health happening, on social media in our community, but we have to really go into our communities and share the resources and really have these conversations about mental health and what that looks like on a larger scale, right? So again, my name is Tony. I'm a licensed therapist in the state of Texas and Louisiana. If you are needing services, reach out to me. Please, please, please. We are here and we are available. And yeah, all right, y'all have a good day.